Yes, student. Let's start the geometry lecture. As you know that today we are going to see the basic proportionality theorem. Is it clear? So here one diagram is there here. Can you tell me in a chat box? You can put the message. Can you tell me? We are seeing here triangle ABC. A line L is parallel to BC. Okay, line L is parallel to BC. Okay, the line cuts the two sides AB and AC at a point P and Q. Correct? At a point P and Q. Is it clear? So in basic proportional theorem, line L is parallel to BC, means one side is parallel. Okay, we can see the theorem statement of the theorem. If a line parallel to a side of a triangle intersects the remaining sides in two distinct points, what it says, intersects the remaining sides in two distinct points, then the line divides the sides in the same proportion. Is it clear? Okay. Yes, I am audible to you.
Yes, sir, audible.
Okay, thank you. So we can see here a triangle ABC is there, correct? In that L is parallel to BC. Everyone can see this line L is parallel. This line L is parallel to BC. BC is down. Now the two sides are remaining. Which two sides are remaining? Side AB and side AC. So what it says, if a parallel line to a side of a triangle intersects the remaining two sides. So which are the remaining two sides? Side AB and side AC. So this line intersects the remaining two sides at two distinct point. Okay, and that point and Q. Okay, then the line divides the side in the same proportion, means AP upon PQ is equal to EQ upon QC. Okay, let's see what we have to prove. We have to prove that AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Here we have to see AP upon PQ is equal to AQ upon QC. Is it clear? Okay. Next, construction. Draw segment PC. Draw a segment PC. We have to join this segment. Okay. And segment BQ. This BQ we have to join it. Proof. In triangle, now two triangle we can see. One is triangle APQ and the triangle PQB. You can see triangle APQ. Yes, at the top, APQ is one triangle and triangle PQB. You can see PQB. Yes, triangle PQB. Okay, so two triangle we are seeing. Now here it is said that we have to take the area of triangle, to take the ratio of the area of two triangle. So we will take area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQB. Is it clear? Then which is equal to AP upon PB. Why we have taken AP upon PB? As in our previous lecture, we have seen area of a triangle is equal to half into base into height. Correct? In our previous lecture, we have seen if we have to find area of a triangle, then we are taking as a area of any triangle is equal to half into base into height. Correct? Half into base into height. When we apply this theorem, when we apply this formula, half into base into height, then on that time height will be cancel. Height will be here. Height here, both the triangle have same height, so it will cancel. Then we will area proportionate to base, means area will depend on their base. Area will depend on base. This half will cancel because ratio of two triangle is there. Half will cancel. Their height is same, so height will be cancelled. So area will depend totally on their base. Is it clear? Area will depend on base. Area will depend on their base. Next, second triangle. Again, we are going to see the next side triangle. Triangle APQ, it is same, and triangle PQC. This side, PQC. You can see here this triangle. Okay. I'll show it again in the here. PQC. Okay. So when we take the ratio of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQC, which is equal to AQ upon QC. Again, when we are taking the area of triangle APQ, that is half into base into height, and area of PQC half into base into height. On that time, half cancel, height is same. So the area will depend on their bases. Okay. So we will write area proportionate to base. Okay. Now we are going to compare that whether the area of triangles are equal or not. Since here segment PQ is PQB. You can see PQB and triangle PQC. Segment PQ parallel to BC. PQ parallel to BC. This segment is parallel. It is given. Hence, triangle PQB and triangle PQC have equal height. Is it clear? That's why the heights are equal. Again, I'm repeating. Segment PQ is common. PQ is common base for triangle PQB, PQB, and triangle PQC. Therefore, segment PQ here, PQ is parallel to BC. It is given. Correct? It is given. Hence, triangle PQB and triangle PQC have equal heights. Now, when they have equal heights, their area are equal. Is it clear? Because base is common, height is equal. Base is common. You can see clear cut, it is written. PQ is common base. Correct? PQ जब common base है दोनों के लिए तो PQ same हो गया, base is equal हो गया और height भी equal हो गया. Then their area will be equal because both the triangle are present between the same parallel line. Here, same parallel line. Okay. So when the two triangles are present in a parallel line, their heights and base are equal and the area will be equal. Is it clear? Now, we'll name as a equation number 3. Now here triangle, area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQB is equal to area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQ. We have seen that this denominator area is equal, correct? And this upper triangle, that is numerator, area of triangle APQ. And here also area of APQ. So same triangle is there, so the area will be equal, correct? Now, when the areas are equal, their sides are also equal, correct? Their sides also equal or proportionate. AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Whenever the left side is equal, then right side is also equal. Is it clear? Yes, student. I think up to it is clear to you. Okay. As earlier also we have seen this theorem. Now we are going to see converse of basic proportionality theorem. Converse of basic proportionality theorem will not come the proof. Proof will not come in the exam. Okay. Application type questions can come in the exam, but proof will not come. Is it clear? Converse of basic, any converse theorem, कोई भी थ्योरम का कन्वर्स जो है वो एग्जाम में नहीं आएगा. आप नोट कर लो ये पॉइंट को. ओके. बट इन द एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म, application type question, that will come. Is it clear? Sure now? Okay. Converse of basic proportionality theorem. Okay. So in the BPT theorem, we have proved that the sides are proportionate. Correct? Here, in the basic proportional converse of basic proportionality theorem, we are going to see if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. Means we have to prove that L is parallel to BC. Line L is parallel to BC. That we have to prove. Okay. So you understood here? Here we have to prove that L is parallel to BC. Line L is parallel to BC. Okay. Next, we are going to see angle bisector theorem or property of angle bisector. Is it clear? So before seeing the angle bisector theorem, you should know what is corresponding angle. Okay. Corresponding angle क्या है वो आपको मालूम होना चाहिए. Is it clear? Suppose here it is A, angle A, and here it is angle B. So this is line L, this is line M. L is parallel to M, and this is P. Line L is parallel. P is transversal line, and P is transversal line. So angle A is equal to angle B, corresponding angle. Okay, understood the corresponding angle? Sure. Sure. Understood the corresponding angle? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So angle 1 is equal to angle 3, corresponding angle. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3, corresponding angle. Angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Is it clear? Angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Here it is corresponding angle. Okay. Okay. Now here this side also, this angle will be equal, corresponding angle. Here also, this angle and this angle will be equal, corresponding angle. Is it clear? Now can you tell me here alternate angle? Alternate angle. Alternate angle. Suppose L is parallel to M, P is transversal. Okay. P is transversal. Then here this angle is equal to this angle. Suppose this angle is 1 and this angle is 2. So angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. It is alternate angle. Okay. Like that, here this angle is also equal to this angle. Okay. This angle is also equal to this angle. Reason? alternate angle. Is it clear? Now everyone knows what is the bisector. Okay, bisector means divides into two equal parts. Okay, bisector means what? Divides into two equal parts. And what is the meaning of angle bisector? Yes. What is the angle bisector? Just wait. What happens? Just wait. Okay. Let's see. This is the we are going to see the angle bisector. Okay. What is angle bisector? Okay. This is angle. Okay. Segment divides the angle into two equal parts. When a segment divides the angle into two equal parts, then it is called as a angle bisector. Now here angle ABD is equal to angle DBC. This angle is equal to this angle. Okay, that is the angle bisector. Okay, now we are going to see what is the property of angle bisector, the form of theorem. Okay, in the form of theorem. So you know what is alternate angle, you know what is angle bisector, you know what is corresponding angle. Okay, now we are going to see the property of angle bisector. Okay, now in this diagram, you can see the diagram, na? Okay, we can zoom this diagram. Feel it is very small. Then let's see the statement. The bisector of an angle of a triangle divides the side opposite to the angle in the ratio of the remaining sides. Again, I'm repeating. Bisector of an angle. Now here CB is a segment which divides the angle ACB, which divides the angle ACB. Okay, the bisector of an angle of a triangle. In triangle ABC, segment CE, segment CE divides the angle ACB. Is it clear? Okay, the bisector of an angle of a triangle divides the side opposite to the angle in the ratio of the remaining side. So we are going to see what is the ratio. Okay, let's see what is given in this theorem. A triangle is given. Okay, in triangle ABC, bisector of angle C intersects segment AB in the point E. You can see here. Okay. Is it clear? Angle C intersect the segment AB. ये जो AB का segment है, इसको CE जो है वो divide कर रहा है. In the point E. Is it clear? What we have to prove now? We have to prove that AE upon EB. Okay, see here. AE upon EB is equal to CA upon CB. You can see here CA. Okay, CA upon CB. Is it clear? What we have to prove? Understood? Yes. Good. Let's see. Okay. Now, construction. Draw a line parallel to ray CE. Draw a line parallel to ray CE. Can you see ray CE? Yes, correct. This is the ray CE. Now we have to draw a line here. Okay, we have to draw a line here through the point B. Through the point B, extend AC. AC को हम लोग extend करेंगे ऐसा. Okay, extend AC so as to intersect at point D. यहाँ पे point D में जो AC को हमने extend AC so as to intersect it at point D. When we are extending AC and we are extending B, D, then we get their point, okay, that intersects. Yes? I'm audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So when we extend AC up to D, just wait, huh? So when we extend AC so as to intersect at point D, okay? As you know that there is electrical today. Yes. So we are going to see the proof now. Ray CE parallel to BD, ray CE. Yes, you can see ray CE, okay? Parallel to BD. You can see BD? Yes, correct? And AD is the transversal. You can see AD here? Yes, here it is AD, correct? Now we have to see here corresponding angle, okay? We have to see the corresponding angle. Is it clear? We are going to see the corresponding angle here. Angle ACE. Angle ACE. Equal to angle CDB. CDB. Corresponding angle. As I told you, here, this is the transversal, okay? And two lines are there. So this angle is equal to this angle, correct? So we get a corresponding angle. Very important, huh? That's why I have explained you the corresponding angle, okay? You have learned in the 9th standard in detail. Okay, so angle ACE is equal to angle CDB. That is corresponding angle. We label it as 1. Not taking BC as a transversal. BC, okay? Just we have changed only transversal. Line is same parallel, CE parallel to BD. CE parallel to BD, okay? Only we have changed the transversal. So we get here alternate angle. What we get here? Alternate angle. Can you tell me what is the alternate angle fast? Put in a chat box. Yes. Put chat box fast.
Sir, your voice is not audible.
Don't want the